Good day, everyone. This is AJ Promise, and you're welcome to Jamb. Okay, today we are going to be seeing dangerous mistakes Jambites make while registering for Jamb Utme examination. So, if you are registering for this year Jamb, so pay close attention in order for you not to fall victim of these same mistakes. So, below are the 7 most dangerous mistakes usually made by Jambites during Jamb registration. Number one of this mistake is selecting one university or polytechnic as first choice and second choice. So in your Jamb registration form, you are going to be seeing different choices. Like you're going to be they are going to give you a chance to choose first choice, second choice, third choice, fourth choice. So depending on like okay, the mistake that some candidates usually make is that okay, peradventure they want to choose University of Benin as a first choice. So they usually like okay, choose University of Benin like first choice, choose it again second choice. So you note that the moment you choose a university as first choice and second choice, they aren't going to like consider you because they aren't going to give you more advantage for admission. So they are going to be dealing with they are going to be making use of one choice. So though many universities or state universities do not really take second choice at the moment, but I believe yeah, there are still there are still many universities, private universities, state universities that actually take second choice. Yeah, you can actually search about them in polytechnic. So you actually put in University of Benin first choice and put in any other school that actually takes second choice gives you an advantage for this year Jamb examination. So the second mistake that candidates actually make is using an inactive email and phone number for Jamb registration. So if probably you are using an email for Jamb registration, if you know that the email you have at the moment is not that inactive, like you can't actually remember the password or you can't really like you can actually access it, so you can actually change it immediately, or probably is that of your guardian, so you don't actually know some kind of stuff about the email. Probably they said okay, or somebody actually log into the email, but you want to do forget password. There's a kind of things you need to know. So probably if you want to use an email for Jamb registration, use an email that probably you know everything about that specific email. So Jamb is going to be using that email, in communicating relevant information to you. So you have to use an email. It can be very, very reachable, and you know every stuff about that email. So in terms of phone number, yeah, phone number, like the phone number you're going to be using in generating your profile code. So this phone number is going to, like, if you want to check your UTME results and other relevant information from Jamb. So that is probably why you need to use an active email or an active phone number. So many students usually fall victim of this stuff, whereby they can't really check their Jamb cap, because you are going to be using your Jamb cap for admissions, and one stuff you are going to be using is your email. So that is one mistake candidates usually make. So using any email that probably you can not be able to access. Okay, number 3 mistakes that Jambites usually make is not getting the correct UTME requirements or subject combination for your course before registering it in Jamb. Not getting the correct UTME requirements or subject combination for your course before selecting it in Jamb can also be a very, very big mistake, and it can cost you your admission, and it can also cost you a lot, after discovering this mistake. So before you actually register for Jamb, so you can actually there's a tool you can actually use, which is okay, the EduSofter course advisor actually has this too. So if you're actually going for any course, so you can actually type the course. Okay, I'm going to share the link here. It's a course advisor, so you can actually type the course. Then the let me say the app will actually, like, is a site. Yeah, it will actually gives you different subjects that you are going to be writing for that specific course. So okay, I'm going to share that on the comment section. Okay, number 3 okay, number 4 mistake Jambites usually make is not filling genuine information about yourself in JAM, e.g., your state, your age, and your local government area. Note that JAM is going to be using your NIN. So any information feed on your NIN, that is what they are probably going to use in your JAM, because the moment they log in all the information, that is probably why they said you should use your profile code, NIN. So that's probably how they usually do it. So if you actually find out that that's your NIN, there's a kind of mistake you actually make, so you can actually go and correct it on your NIN before registering for JAM. So and make sure that the state, the age, and the local government, collides with that of your O level. Yeah, it should be the same. So there should not be, because I believe some persons have three names, their middle names, and the rest. So JAM is going to be use it the same way it is in that your O level. Yeah. So the fifth mistake JAM batches usually make is selecting a course you do not have the complete requirement for in your O level, except probably you want to go and write another O level. Yeah. So I've seen a situation whereby, okay, selecting a course you do not have the complete requirements for in your O level, except probably you want to go and write it, like probably, okay, JAM comes first before most O level examination, except you want to go and write it then. So you can actually use awaiting results. But note that if you are selecting a course, yeah, every course actually have, like JAM examination. Probably there, okay, you want to study medicine, okay, there are four courses, or there are four subjects you need to do in JAM, and there's a kind of from that four, five you have mathematics, and many other three, or four to make it nine. So every course actually have its or JAM combination and O level combination. So you can actually search about them before proceeding to registering for any course. So before you register for any course, don't just register for any course. I've seen some persons like, okay, she was an art student from secondary school. So our WAEC result, she didn't like write most of these science courses. But after then, she said she wants to actually read nursing. No, it's not actually possible that way. So there is a way you actually do it. Like your O level results need to, like it needs to be, because you are going to be needing some subject in order for you to study a particular course. So if you want to study a particular course, know the O level requirements and the JAM requirements. Okay, the sixth mistake JAM usually make before selecting UTME is selecting a course that isn't accredited in your school of choice. Yeah, this is very important. This is very important. Okay, in terms of selecting a course or selecting a school, okay, every school, like I've seen someone selecting the school, like in terms of, okay, she wants to actually study pharmacology. Okay, she was actually putting it in Uniben, but Uniben doesn't actually offer pharmacology. So I know that there's a kind of school that actually offer pharmacology. So before you actually go to JAM office, or before you actually fill your form, filling, like there's a kind of courses you need to check if this school actually like have this course. So I believe not all university have certain courses. So there's a kind of courses this university might have, and there's a kind of courses they might not have. So before you select or before you register for JAM, you can actually make your research and see if this particular choices you are making, or if this particular school of choice you're making actually have the course you're going to be selecting. Okay, and finally, the last and not the least, which is the seventh mistake, not knowing the school fees of a particular institution you want to select in JAM. So not actually knowing, because this is also one mistake that probably after admission you find that someone actually got admission to this specific school, but at the end of the day he or she could not actually pay the school fees, and like it might forfeit that admission year for that, So it's very advisable you know the school fees. That's why probably you have to research about them. You have to know if okay, this university, is it actually a university that I can be going from my home, or is it actually like, because many universities, that's why probably you need to search the location if you are can like, so there are some different things you need to search before selecting university. Don't just select a university because you actually like the university, or because it's actually cheap, or because it's actually because of okay, you have been hearing it that is one of the most amazing university or one of the great universities in Nigeria, so you just go ahead and choose it. No, you need to consider it for yourself. So like there's a kind of location, distance, and the rest. So you need to consider these things before actually registering. And note that if you are using an NIN, so I forgot to say that if you are using an NIN, use an NIN with like is your own personal NIN. Don't go and use that of your father. Your father is not the one actually registering for JAMB. So any stuff you are going to be using, it should be yours. The only thing that is actually probably okay, some persons do not have a phone, so you can use that of your guardians or your your parents or anybody you know that it can be easily reachable. Yeah. Okay then. I hope you got value from this video. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. See you.